Hello there, welcome back to my channel. So we are going to jump right into my updated nighttime skincare routine. I do hope that you took a second to pause and read up about what skin cycling is, where it came from, and also the note that my routine will be a little bit more aggressive than what is typically promoted as the skin cycling routine. I start off with a double cleanse if I'm wearing makeup or sunscreen, which is pretty often. These are a couple recommendations that I absolutely adore. Highly recommend. Using an oil-based cleanser first is going to be super helpful in removing makeup, excessive sebum, sunscreen, as well as general pollution and oil-based debris that you may experience throughout the day. So yeah, y'all, in case you didn't know, for some reason it is so important to wash your face. This is probably my favorite water-based cleanser that I've ever tried. It is from Crave Beauty. I'm genuinely obsessed with it and highly recommend for all skin types, including sensitive. It is so gentle, but it's effective. It is super hydrating. It feels like I've applied a toner or a serum or something. It is completely, absolutely zero, non-stripping whatsoever. It is so truly healthy for your skin and really does help to maintain and protect your skin barrier, which is so important. What I really like about this skin cycling routine is certainly the consistency that it promotes. I think it's a routine that is fairly easy to digest. Like I said, mine is a little bit more aggressive because I have been using prescription tretinoin for a year now. Woo, it's 1 year anniversary, yay! Rather than the traditional skin cycling routine that's promoted, that is day 1 exfoliation, day 2 retinoid, and then day 3 and 4 recovery, I do day 1 exfoliation, day 2 recovery, and then day 3 through 7 retinoid. And because cleansing is such an integral part of your skincare routine, this is a step that happens every single day and also in the morning. Definitely my favorite way to start off a nighttime routine and also really embrace that self-care essence or aspect of skincare. Alright, so now look at that glowing skin, love to see it, and it's just water. We are about to break down the skin cycling routine, starting off with day 1, exfoliation. So after cleanser, this routine would follow with exfoliation and moisturizer. Personally, for me and my skin, we absolutely adore the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Pore Tight Toner and the Pore Tight Facial. The facial is a physical scrub that also contains chemical exfoliants. I personally love using this exfoliating clay mask for about 2 to 5 minutes once a week. I like to use it in tandem with the Pore Tight Toner, which does also contain a gentle chemical exfoliant. This combination isn't going to be for everyone, as it can be a bit more aggressive on the skin or lead to potentially damaging your skin barrier, so I would highly recommend instead going in with a chemical exfoliant. Exfoliation is truly an essential step, as it does help to loosen the debris in clogged pores and help to remove dead skin cells, so it really does improve your skin's texture, it brightens your complexion, and it helps the products to overall absorb better. You should only be exfoliating once or twice a week in a normal skincare routine, so I really like that the skin cycling routine does follow that as well. Moving on to day 2, which is recovery day. This is probably one of my most favorite days. It incorporates a super simple routine, which is after cleansing, following up with a barrier repairing serum and moisturizer. Y'all, I could truly go on and on and on and on about how important it is to focus on your skin barrier. Basically, it's essential to having healthy skin, and my favorite way to do that is through hydration. More often than not for me, that means reaching for toners, serums, sheet masks, all of my favorites, and y'all know I love to recommend them. One of my favorite barrier repairing serums is from Crave Beauty. I actually ran out of it, otherwise I would have featured it in this video. Y'all know how much I love it. If you don't, now you do, and I highly recommend. But I actually had the opportunity to try out a new product that I purchased recently, which is from Self-Made. It is their comfort serum, and I love it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, a huge percentage of why I love it is the packaging, but don't worry, the formulation is absolutely amazing as well. It really does feel like a hug on the skin. It is nicely hydrating. It's fairly lightweight. I do have a dry skin type. My skin is also sensitive, and I do struggle with hormonal acne, or I did struggle with it. I'm doing pretty good now, and I'm really proud about that. This is a really nice serum for my skin type, though I do think that other skin types would enjoy it as well. I'm not too sure how well people with an oily skin type would like it, but definitely I would say combination, and for sure a normal skin type. And it is good for sensitive skin too, so that's always a plus, yay. And for day 2, once my serum has been applied, I do continue on with a moisturizer and go to sleep. I really appreciate how simplified the skin cycling routine is. Of course, it's super fun to try out new skincare, but sometimes it's nice to just get back to basics. And now, for days 3 to 7, so the rest of the week, we are focusing on retinoids. At least I am, because my skin can handle it. At the end of the day, it can be super useful to use the skin cycling method as a guide, especially if you are just being introduced to a retinoid, but you gotta do what's best for you and your skin. You have to listen to your skin first and foremost. So this is like my main nighttime routine that happens most days throughout the week. I begin with a cleanser, like we've seen the double cleanse, followed up with the serum, and then this is super important, you really want to apply those retinoids onto dry skin. So as you just saw, I was waving my hands for quite a bit. After I apply my serum, I wait for it to dry down completely before I go in with my tretinoin. This is to prevent irritation. If you apply your retinoid onto wet skin, it can easily exacerbate redness, itchiness, flakiness, just general irritation. I began using tretinoin just about a year ago to this exact day, and I used it to help control and prevent future breakouts that are due to my hormonal acne. Hormonal acne is something that's typically found in women, though men and non-binary people can certainly experience it as well. It does typically appear around the jawline, sort of where a beard would be, and does frequently occur during or around the time of your menstrual cycle. With hormonal acne, it's very common that topical over-the-counter treatments won't help, so it may be something that requires improvements in your nutrition or a doctor's visit. Good old trip to the dermatologist to get something stronger, something like a prescription skincare treatment. That's how I got on the fabulous tretinoin. But tretinoin isn't only for acne at all. There are so many other benefits to it, and regardless of using tretinoin specifically or something that you need a prescription for, there are plenty of over-the-counter retinols that can be better suited for your specific skin need. There is truly a retinol out there for everyone. It's just about finding it. So this might get a touch confusing just for a second, but retinols and retinals are both retinoids. They're forms of retinoids. Retinoids are a derivative of vitamin A, and vitamin A has so many benefits. It's truly, it's touted as like the ultimate skin benefit. It helps to generate better, healthier skin cells and provide protection from free radicals, which basically exist in pollution. They're in the everyday elements that can certainly damage and worsen your skin barrier and lead to potential breakouts and just exacerbating existing skin concerns. And with continued use, they absolutely make a difference in the youthfulness of your skin because they do stimulate collagen production and help to lighten dark spots. So there's a lot to love about using a retinoid. And after you have applied your retinoid, you definitely want to go in with a rich-ish moisturizer. Like I said, I do have dry skin, so I'm looking for something that's thick, you know what I mean? But if you do have more of an oily skin type or something that, your preference is just a very lightweight product, you still at nighttime want to go for something that's a little bit thicker, because using tretinoin or using retinoids are extremely, extremely drying on the skin. There's a good chance that initially you might flake up a bit, so it's super important to use a nourishing, hydrating moisturizer afterwards. Similarly to the cleansers, this is the moisturizer that I also use every day throughout the week at night, regardless of exfoliation day, recovery day, or retinoid day. This is from the same brand as the serum. The brand is called Self-Made, and this is the Comfort Cream. It's super important in general, like I said, to focus on barrier repair, and that is especially relevant when it comes to moisturizers. I definitely don't recommend using anything with actives in it. So I know, for example, CeraVe has a salicylic acid moisturizer that is not going to be the ideal moisturizer to pair with retinoids in this particular skincare routine. You really do want to find something that's calming, that's gentle, that's nourishing, a little bit thicker, but is going to help promote and retain your skin barrier. I do enjoy this moisturizer. I really am a fan of the fact that it is, I think it's over 6 ounces. It's a fairly, it's a small jar, but you do get quite a bit of product, which is nice. You can also use it as a body lotion, but I'm strictly using this for the face. I think it's pretty good for dry skin, possibly normal skin types too, but I do think that this particular moisturizer isn't necessarily the best option for a combination or oily skin because it might feel really heavy and uncomfortable on the skin. But yeah, y'all, this is my official skin cycling nighttime routine. I do hope that it wasn't too confusing the way that I, explained it. I did really try to say which steps went with which day. But if it is confusing, I will absolutely have my steps listed in the description bar, along with links to all of the products that were featured in this video. And I will also include, once again, the more traditional skin cycling routine that has been promoted by Dr. Whitney Bowe on TikTok. And I want to end this video by really bringing home the point that skincare is a journey. It's called your skincare journey for a reason. This is not anything with any quick stops. It's not a short destination. It's not a trip to the grocery store, okay? This is a trip to Disney. We're going far. It can take a while to get your desired results, but I also think it's really cool to see your hard work pay off in real time, over time. It does take at least a couple weeks or a month to get started, but you do see the difference in your skincare gradually. And man, comparing it to those before pictures and remembering if it's acne or dark spots or wrinkles, fine lines, whatever it is that your skin concerned, looking back at those before pictures and truly seeing the transformation, it's such a beautiful thing. And hey, it's been 1 year on tretinoin for me, and I'm just so proud to have made it this far. And I really, really hope that y'all found this video helpful. It was such a pleasure to make, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all. Stay safe.